Now, you've probably seen recently that Nicola Sturgeon has caused a bit of a fuss in some circles by saying that she detests the Tories. And she later clarified and said she detests the party and everything they stand for rather than individual Tories, which, is clearly what she meant in the first place. She doesn't mean she hates individuals, detests individuals. And this has upset quite a few people, saying, how could you say such a thing? It's unprofessional. You should never let people's politics get in the way of how you feel about them. The language is uncalled for and all that sort of stuff. It's not exactly a controversial viewpoint when I say good on her, because actually, if somebody holds those views, not only holds those views, but makes it their business to enforce those views on the people. So just as an example, the Conservatives today have blocked some of the very few good things that Michael Gove pushed for when he was in a position of power in the party. So they're getting rid of no-fault evictions, and there's talk of them getting rid of lots of protections that were going to be brought in for renters. Now, it's pretty rare that the Tories do something for people on that who don't have as much, and people who have fewer advantages in life. So for the Tories to then shelve those few things, which were manifesto commitments, let's remember. So there's a PM with no mandate, doing things with no mandate, and getting rid of the things they actually were voted in to do by some people. I mean, that's pretty detestable, isn't it? That makes a mockery of democracy, for one thing. But it also, there's no reason to stop a ban on no-fault evictions, other than potentially pressure from landlords and people with money. It's taking something that some of the cherished red wall, I put in quotes, voters that they have, who got them into power, that's the sort of policy that appealed to them. And so some of them voted Conservative. And now we see that all of those things that in any way possibly could have conceivably helped people with less money are all being stripped out of everything the Tories are doing. And now it's all become about helping people with money. Even long-term Tory voters are beginning to realise that this is a party that's being taken over by the hard right. There's no one nation Conservatives left in a position of responsibility in the party. The Tory party of old that could have commanded respect from me and people like me is gone. It's all about enriching the already rich. And it is despicable. It's a body where if people actively support it now, they are worthy of contempt and they're worthy of criticism, because they are basically trying to make other people's lives worse. And it's all just for them. If it doesn't make a profit, then these people don't count. And that's not a viewpoint that is worthy of respect.